Hey, what's up you guys? It's Jess and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today is actually one of my favorite builds ever, and I know I say that about like literally every build I build, but this one is very cute. It turned out really well, and in case you couldn't tell by the title or the thumbnail or any of the above, if you just kind of clicked on this video and you're like, hey, I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, I'm building Belle's Cottage from the original cartoon Disney movie. I don't know if there's multiple like versions of the cartoon. I know they remade it with Emma Watson, and I just went and saw it literally less than a week ago. It was literally like 4 or 5 days ago. It was so good, super good, and it inspired me to build this. I actually built this before I went and saw the movie, but then I went on vacation. I went to Canada. I went to Canada for a day actually, and then the rest of the time I was up north in Grand Marais, Minnesota. If any of you guys know where that is. You probably don't, because you know Minnesota isn't that cool apparently to a lot of people, I mean including myself, but whatever. It was fun. Learned though that I'm not cut out for hiking or anything outdoorsy. We went oh, my cat's up the door. We went hiking, and yeah, that was not a good experience. It was fun, and the people I were with, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cat's literally like pawing at the door for me, so we're gonna probably have to let her in like 10 minutes if she doesn't stop. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, so you know the hiking part itself wasn't bad, and the people I was with were, you know, pretty chill, pretty laid back. They were a lot of fun to be around. I went with a couple of friends, and basically what happened was on the very first day we went hiking, we were like doing a waterfall kind of hiking tour, so we were hiking to all these different waterfalls while we were on the trip. So we were on the first day, the very first waterfall stop, and there's, you know, multiple trails you can go up and down and around and to the bottom of all the waterfalls and stuff. We're on the very last leg of the trail, like literally I think there was only like 20 minutes to half an hour of a walk left after this last stop. And so we noticed the stairs were all icy. It was like stairs to go down to the river, and they were solid ice. And me being me, and not always thinking about the consequences of things and just being stupid, I decided to sit on my butt and slide down because I was like, you know what, YOLO, I'm going to end up sliding on my butt anyway. So I slid down, hit a tree, and then to get back up, because we decided it was too dangerous / icy, because, you know, they're kind of hand in hand, to go all the way down to the river. But to get back up, I had to slide down a little bit more, and so I slid down a little bit more, got caught on another tree, and then spent literally 5 minutes tripping and falling and climbing trees just to get back up on the path, and not my smartest moment. Anyway, so we started walking back, and like literally 10 minutes, not even, okay, it was like more like 10 seconds after, I don't know why I said 10 minutes, 10 seconds after we started walking back up the trail, you know, back to the main trail, I realized I lost my beanie, and this is the beanie that I always wear. It's like, you've seen any of my Instagram pictures of me and my beanie, you know, it's that beanie, it's my treasured black beanie. So, you know, I'm like reaching up to touch my head, I'm like, why are my ears cold? And then I realize I lost the beanie. So we walked back down the icy path, which again probably was not the smartest choice we ever made. And sure enough, there is the beanie lying right next to the tree and the path where I fell off. Although it was too icy for us to actually go down and get it again, so we ended up just kind of leaving it there and moving on. But Sophie ended up getting a ton of videos of me falling. She was vlogging the trip, so I'll have to see if I can get my hands on some of the clips. But there were some kind of funny ones of me in that whole pile. So going back to the build, in case I didn't explain it earlier, I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't say what movie it was from. I said it was Belle's Cottage, but it's from Beauty and the Beast, in case you aren't familiar with that. But I'm pretty sure most people are, just because it is such a classical story. So even if you're not a Disney fan, you've probably heard the story. It's a really, really good story. I actually watched a movie last night. It was called Beastly, and it was basically a New York kind of. It was a boy. He was in New York. Basically same story, just slightly different details. Like, he didn't turn into a beast, he was just full of himself and became what he thought was ugly. Although, to be honest, he wasn't even that bad looking. He just had a bunch of scars on his face, which, you know, is not that big of a deal. I get why it's a big deal for some people, though, so, you know, it's kind of understandable. But, Good movie, highly recommend it. I also watched The Choice, which is a Nicholas Sparks movie, and if you know me, I'm obsessed with my Nicholas Sparks rom-coms, everything. Everything romance, I've probably seen it, and it was so good. I hadn't seen that one before. It was really, really good, though. So anyway, back to Belle's Cottage, because I keep going on tangents. I tried to stay true to the look of the Disney cartoon on the outside, exterior, trying to think of words, and then on the interior, it is not exactly the same, but that's, artistic choice, I guess you could say. I include one bedroom, which I'm guessing is for Belle, so unfortunately there is no space for her father if you were doing like some Belle roleplay thing with this. If you want to find it, you can find it on the gallery under the hashtag JessGames, hashtag Beauty and the Beast, or under the user 5LeansandMN. I'll leave all that stuff in the description below for you to check out. But anyway, I'm very, very proud of how this build came out, especially the landscaping of it. I used a lot of things I don't normally use. I tried to definitely focus on clutter because Belle's dad is an inventor, so I kind of saw it as, kind of a cluttered place, I guess. And then I also used the colors blue and yellow throughout the build, more so yellow. I used a lot of yellow touches, as you'll see, to kind of give it that, Belle's yellow dress feel, in case you haven't seen the movie. I actually just went and saw the remake, the Emma Watson one, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, guys. I highly recommend going to see it. It is so stinking funny. It's so hilarious. It's so funny, and it has a little bit for everyone. And the romance part of it was obviously really good too, because you know me, romance movies, what I want. Anyway, I've been so behind on editing videos. I filmed this, like I said, about a week ago, and, I've just been really busy. I have so many videos to edit today. It's just, I just got back from vacation yesterday, so I'm editing a ton of stuff today, trying to get all caught up, especially because I have a concert in like 2 days, so I have to make sure all my other concert vlogs are edited and uploaded, so I have nothing to worry about, and I'm not like 50 years behind on everything. I'm gonna go see Green Day, though, my fave band ever. I'm so excited. If you want to see my vlogs for that, or Panic at the Disco, which is the one I'm uploading, I think either tonight or tomorrow morning I'll be uploading it, so as you're watching this, it'll already be up. That is on my vlog channel too, so go check that out because I know you'll love it if you love Brendan Urie as much as I do. Oh, Brendan Urie is such a guy. What a guy! Oh, I love Brendan Urie. Overall, the Panic at the Disco concert was amazing, and if any of you guys like that band and ever get the chance to see them live, I highly recommend it. Or even if you don't like them, I suggest getting into them because they are really, really good. Have a little bit of stuff for everyone and everyone's taste. My best concert experience, I'm totally going on another story time, my best concert experience I think to date, although this will probably change after Green Day, was Waterparks, and that was back in February, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this band before. Basically, the concert itself was amazing, the artists were all great. I started back at the back of the venue, and I somehow ended up getting pushed up to barricade, so by the end of the night I was like barricade, and it was awesome, which obviously makes the night memorable. And then afterwards I actually got to meet them, although afterwards, this is kind of a funny story. So afterwards, I was waiting in line to meet them with the group of people I went with. I went with Chloe and Sabrina and my friend Natalie. I don't know if she wants me to name her name, but oh well, hey there, she probably was already named. She was named in the video, so I guess there's no point in hiding it. But, so we were waiting in line to meet them. We were like probably group number 5 or 6 out of the whole line. And I was going over what I was going to say in my head, because this was like, I don't know if any of you guys have been to smaller venues, like for concerts, but when you get to meet the artists at smaller venues, you usually get a pretty decent amount of time with them, more than like the 5-second hug, get out of the way kind of thing. You actually get to spend time with them. And so I was thinking about what I was going to say, and basically what happened over the summer was I saw them live for the first time, and they were phenomenal. I was like, okay, I'd see them again in a heartbeat, which I did. And, I got the opportunity to meet them over the summer, although I ended up leaving my spot in line to go see Good Charlotte instead because the line was taking so long. So I ended up ditching them and going to see Good Charlotte set instead. So what I was going to tell them when I met them was, I was going to meet you guys over the summer, and then I ended up seeing Good Charlotte set instead because, they overlapped. Obviously not in that many words, I was going to have it more well thought out, but, you get the idea. But what happened was when I got up to them, I was so mentally distraught that all that came out was, I ditched you guys for good, Charlotte. So that is how I, like, made a great impression, and I felt so bad. I said it to Jeff, who I call Geoff because that's kind of my inside joke with my friends. But I told Jeff that and Austin was like, oh, that's okay. And then Jeff actually visually looked kind of a little disappointed. I felt so bad because here I was standing in a large group of people with my favorite member of this band upset at me, and I felt so bad. I literally, if I could take that back, that was probably one of the single moments in my life that I would take back, because there isn't a lot I'd like be willing to take back. I'm usually pretty open about, you live and you learn, but this crushed me inside. Like, this hurt me on a level that I should not have been hurt. Guys, it was a moment that I wish I never have to remember, but it's on the internet twice now, so I guess probably going to be a third time because I still have to do a concert diary for that show. If you want to see that concert, by the way, I have a playlist entitled Concerts, and it's somewhere in there, or you can just go to my blog channel. It's up there as well. It was the Waterparks and Too Close to Touch. Also great bands. I highly recommend getting into them. As you see right now in the video, though, right now I'm just doing the outer, I was going to say outside, but outer landscaping. And this is landscaping that I'm stinking proud of. Like, oh, girl, that landscaping skills were 100, at least with this, like, little pond plants thing. So I've been working a lot on making things more realistic and trying to add more detail into my builds. And so, I started with the pond. And I built the pond shape, and I decided to put some algae in it, change the watercolor up. And then I decided, there's, like, in Belle's Cottage, at least in the cartoon, because it wasn't in the live action, but in the cartoon, if you look at screen caps, she has a little kind of water wheel on the side of her house, and so that was what I was trying to recreate here. And I did player test this house, so it pretty much all works. And this feature in live gameplay is really, really cool. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a sucker for cool details. It was so cool. Loved it. Also very happy with how the plants and the landscaping around it turned out. And that's what we're doing right now. So I do add in some, pond plants, which is that. I don't really know what those are called, like cattails. I add in flowers, and I add in more flowers and rocks and trees, and it looks all beautiful. I need to I need to make a video all about kind of some of the landscaping tips that I've learned over the past few builds. Because if you look at my first ever speed build that I posted compared to this one, they are very, very different. Not even a year later, but already very, very different. And I think this one, it's like different good, because my old builds suck. I'm actually watching one to my left as I'm recording this. I have it up just with the sound off. I'm watching, what is this one? The Pastel Cottage. That's what I'm watching. And that build, low-key, sucked. I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm totally going to do a renovation video where I go in and take that build and make it modern, or kind of how I would style it, I suppose. I think that would be a fun challenge, don't you guys think? I also want to build, so this was Belle's Cottage, I want to build other princesses or Disney characters' houses. I was thinking about doing something for Peter Pan because he's my favorite. I was thinking about doing something maybe for Ariel, or maybe even just the castle for Beauty and the Beast. That would be really cool. If any of you guys have gone to see the movie, I went and saw it like I said already, but if you guys have gone to see it, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it, because I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was hysterical at points, and I want to see what other people think about it, because I'm a sucker for talking about things that I am into, and I am into this movie. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought about it, and I'll definitely go and respond to a few of you guys. I love it when you guys comment on my videos. Oh my gosh, like, guys, it always makes me so happy. I don't get a ton of comments at the moment. I get more on my main channel than anything. But they're always so cute to read and so fun to read. Anyway, now that I've talked my own ear off, about concerts and landscaping and Beauty and the Beast, it's time to get back to the build. So right here I'm just adding in a little seating area. I thought that was really, really cute. I also add in some planters, and that's like my little skill item. I always say that item. My skill object for this build. What else? Oh, just as a disclaimer, if you do download this house, you can find it on the gallery under the hashtag JessGames, hashtag Beauty and the Beast, or the user 5LoadsandMM. Don't worry, that's all in the description below in case you can't remember that or spell that, because trust me, I can't spell either. It's okay. There is no electronic objects besides the fridge and the stove, although I don't know if those really count. There are no kind of like TVs, radios, or anything. There's just books. And obviously the planters. So if you want to add any of those things in, feel free. Go ahead. Go download this build and then send me pictures, screenshots of what you do with it. Yeah. I really love how this build turned out. I wanted to kind of keep the rustic little theme going, kind of the antique, ancient theme with the rock walls, but I also wanted to add in the pops of color with the yellow and the blue for kind of Beauty and the Beast colors, and then also the red in some places, like as you see with the curtains. I do add in some reds and greens just to kind of make it not dull, because without those kind of pops of colors, to be honest, this build would be very, very, very monotone, very kind of neutral, and I'm not all about that. I'm about my neutrals, but not in this build. This build is meant to be fun and happy and upbeat and just overall a little bit different. So I think it turned out really, really well. If you guys have any build suggestions, again, feel free to let me know those. I am taking those into consideration as I'm planning out videos for the rest of April, because by the time this goes up, it'll be April 1st, Green Day, concert day, or probably, actually, no, maybe I'll be able to get it up by the end of March, so like March 30th, 31st, one of those days, somewhere in there. It'll be up within a week, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, not much to this build. I do use some wood in the bathroom because I don't really know what else to use. I thought about using... Ooh, excuse me, I just had a hiccup. I thought about using some linoleum, but that didn't really seem like it would fit the whole rustic theme of the build. Sorry, I have like... My throat is super sore. Whenever I travel, because I travel a ton, if you are familiar with my videos, I'm always talking about my adventures. I travel a ton, and while I'm traveling, I could be gone for a month, I could be gone for like a week, I could be gone for a day, but every time I come back, I always get a little bit of sick. And, like, while I'm gone, I'm fine, but when I get back, I'm just a little bit sick. And my throat is killing me. It also doesn't help that I've been editing videos all day. And we are coming up into the screenshots, which means I'm going to have to stop talking to you guys very soon. Very soon. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so you never miss another one. Be sure to check out my social media. All links will be in the description below. You can check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that fun stuff. Go strike up a conversation in one of those places. Let's be friends, you know, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys all have a lovely day, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.